Finland is a country located in northern Europe, neighboring the country of Sweden. Finland is actually the northernmost country of Europe, and its geography is relatively flat with many forests, lakes, and rivers. These lakes and rivers are actually the result of glacial melting from a past ice age, when Finland was completely under ice. The average temperatures in summer tend to be around 50 to 60 degrees Fahrenheit, while some parts of the country drop as low as negative 50 degrees Fahrenheit. Another interesting fact about this country is that it is one in which the sun nearly disappears for several months out of the year in the northern region. Climate change has been observed in many areas. According to Climate Change Post, the mean temperature in March through May over the whole country was 1.8 degrees Celsius higher in 1963 to 2002 than in 1847 to 1876. Putting that in perspective for us Fahrenheit folks, that's a little over 35 degrees higher. They are also looking at precipitation as an indication of climate change, as it is affected by the increasing temperatures. Another way climate change has been affecting the environment of Finland is in their white hare population. They have noticed a decrease in recent years of a species of white rabbit and an increase in a species of brown rabbit. This indicates that due to melting snow, the white rabbits are losing habitat and thus population, while the brown rabbits are flourishing due to the newly exposed soil of the forests that provide camouflage from predators. According to Finland's National Strategy for Adaptation to Climate Change, which came out in 2005, they predicted that the mean temperature following a business-as-usual model would go up 4 to 6 degrees Celsius by 2080. The strategy that followed in the document included plans to provide adaptation and mitigation strategies for various sectors involving agriculture, forestry, game, water resources, etc. Based on that plan and the studies that followed, they produced data that showed that they had perhaps underestimated the damage and change that is going to occur by the end of the century. In 2014, Finland came out with a new and improved plan called Finland's National Strategy for Adaptation to Climate Change 2022, and it describes adaptation to the coming changes that they realize we cannot stop or prevent in time, as well as describing mitigation strategies. In this work, they updated the predictions and stated that the mean temperature of Finland is expected to go up nearly 6 degrees Celsius on the business-as-usual path. It added 2022 to the end of the title because, according to the document itself, it hopes to accomplish a number of objectives by this time. Once 2022 rolls around, they plan to again go back, like they did for the 2005 version, and reassess the situation with consideration to the objectives and aims that were met by 2022. Their plans in the document are vague, however, as shown below in their 3 objectives. 1. Adaptation has been integrated into the planning and activities of both the sectors and their actors. 2. The actors have access to the necessary climate change assessment and management methods. And 3. Research and development work, communication, and education and training have enhanced the adaptive capacity of society, developed innovative solutions, and improved citizens' awareness on climate change adaptation. During a recent parliamentary election, however, the polls were dominated by the Finns Party. The Finns Party is known in part for being against climate change prevention policies, and in this election, this party was the second highest voted, which is huge considering that there are only 9 parties in the running, and all of them are big on climate issues. This voting is important because it shows where a portion of the population's minds are at on this topic. In the end, Finland's strategies appear to be a bit vague for the general population to grasp, but with further education implementations and finding ways to provide their people responsible for climate change with several alternative options, they hope to eventually achieve their goals stated in Finland's National Strategy for Adaptation to Climate Change 2022. This goal is stated in this way, discussing what they hope will be true. The Finnish society has the capacity to manage the risks associated with climate change and adapt to changes in the future.